Hey everybody, I've never been so happy to see a Monday because if you'll recall, the world was supposed to end over the weekend on the 21st. You remember Harold Camping and his family radio buddies? They had this mathematical formula that proved the end of the world was coming, big earthquakes on the international dateline and stuff, the world was up. Now Kirby and our friends down on the Eye Opener set, they say I can't explain this kooky math. I'm going to give it a shot. You have to take this into account. That all falls down to 5 times 10 times 17 squared equals 722,500. Okay, so where do we get some of these numbers? Well, you have to assign these numeric values to these abstract concepts. I have no idea how you do this, but you know what? Let's buy into it. So you got those numbers there. Now let's look at this timeline. All this is to establish how many days it's been since Christ was crucified. It turns out to be 722,500. That falls on May 21st. So that's a very special number. Look, you multiply these three, you square it, there's that number. So my question is, if I accept all of this, why are you squaring it? Everything else is totally explained except why it's squared. Well, that makes the math work. Math. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, now, another point, the international dateline. Why would the earthquake start there? The international dateline was made by men, I think the British Navy. That's not in the Bible. And let's talk about all the other guys who have predicted when the world was going to end. Here are some of my favorites. This is out of the Bible, Matthew 16:28. They said the earth would end before all the apostles died. They all died. We're still here. 999 AD, they said, oh, the world must end 1,000 years after the birth of Christ. No. So then they said, oh, it must be 1,000 years after the death of Christ. That's 1033 AD. Nope. And then, of course, knock, 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 the Jehovah's Witnesses predicted the end of the earth in 1874, 1914, and 1975. Thankfully, they're all wrong. But okay, if you want to read more of these missed connections with the express train to eternity, just go to my blog, eyeopener.tv/Bohus. But if you're going to get ready for the end of the earth, do what Grandma Expert always told me. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and be glad with what you get.